You might feel fine today, but your liver could already be in silent distress. Discover the 3 simple habits that could protect your health before it's too late. There's an organ in your body working 24 hours a day, without rest, without applause, and most of the time, without you even noticing it. It doesn't just help you process what you eat. It filters your blood, stores nutrients, and breaks down toxins so they don't flood your system. It's your liver. And if you're like most people, you probably haven't thought much about it lately. Here's something you might not know. Your liver is one of the only organs capable of regenerating itself. That's a superpower inside you right now. But here's the catch. Even a superpower can be exhausted. Over time, with the modern lifestyle, processed foods, sugary drinks, alcohol, medications, stress, lack of sleep, your liver gets overworked. It keeps trying to recover, day after day, but if you don't give it what it needs, eventually, it starts to lose the fight. And that loss doesn't always show up in obvious ways. You may feel tired, foggy, bloated, or have unexpected weight fluctuations. You might even blame those things on aging or stress. But what if your liver is waving a quiet flag, asking for help? Here in the US, liver-related issues are on the rise, not just from alcohol, but from what we eat and how we live. From high-fructose corn syrup and sodas to the saturated fats in fast food, our daily choices are stacking up. And the worst part? You might feel fine right now. You might even feel healthy. But the liver doesn't always scream when it's in trouble. It whispers. And those whispers often go unheard until things reach a point where recovery becomes much harder. But here's the good news. You can support your liver starting today. And you don't need drastic detoxes, extreme diets, or expensive supplements. There are simple habits backed by science and grounded in nature that you can incorporate into your life right now. Just 3 of them. That's it. And if you stay with me until the end, I'm going to share a powerful bonus tip, a natural ingredient that dramatically enhances your liver's ability to cleanse itself, but that most people use the wrong way. This small change could be the turning point in your liver health journey. Now, I do want to share something important. When it comes to natural health, details matter. The timing, the preparation, and the quantity can change everything. One misstep can minimize the benefits, or even cause discomfort. That's why it's essential that you watch all the way through so you don't miss anything that could make a real difference. I want you to imagine something. Waking up, feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized. Your skin looks healthier. Your digestion works like clockwork. And your body is finally able to let go of that weight it's been holding on to. These aren't promises from a magic pill. These are natural outcomes from a well-supported liver. Still, most people only pay attention to this organ when something goes seriously wrong. And that, frankly, is too late. Because when your liver slows down, every other system suffers. Your hormones get out of balance, your blood sugar fluctuates, your immune system weakens. But when your liver is thriving, everything else gets better too. It truly is your body's silent hero. So why aren't we taught this sooner? Why don't we hear more about the simple steps that can make all the difference? Perhaps because they don't sound dramatic enough. Perhaps because they don't sell as quickly as the next trendy diet. But I'm here to tell you the truth. Your liver doesn't need drama. It needs consistency, it needs care, and it needs you. Stick with me, because the next habit we'll talk about is one of the most overlooked indicators that your liver may be in distress. It's something people experience every day, often brushing it off as stress or fatigue. But ignoring this signal not only reduces the benefits of any liver support you try, it could also bring unintended consequences if left unchecked. Let me show you what to look for, and more importantly, how to take action. Have you ever felt persistently tired even after a full night's sleep? Or noticed a strange heaviness in your stomach after meals, even when you didn't overeat? Maybe you've seen subtle changes in your skin tone or experienced an unusual sensitivity to strong smells. These might seem like minor annoyances, but they could be signals, subtle, quiet, and easily ignored, that your liver is struggling to keep up. The liver doesn't have a built-in alarm system. Unlike pain from an injury or a sudden fever from an infection, liver distress often manifests in small ways that accumulate over time. This is why so many people live for years without realizing that their body's most vital filter is becoming sluggish. And when your liver slows down, your entire system starts to suffer. Your digestion becomes erratic. Your energy dips. Your skin loses its glow. Even your mood can become unstable. Let's talk about one of the earliest and most overlooked signs of liver overload: fatigue. Not the kind of tired you feel after a long day, but a constant, lingering sense of low energy that no amount of coffee seems to fix. That's because when your liver is overwhelmed with toxins or inflammation, it redirects energy away from other systems. Your body becomes less efficient at converting food into fuel. You feel sluggish, mentally foggy, and unmotivated, not because of age or stress, but because your body is trying to protect you. Then there's bloating. Not just the occasional post-meal discomfort, but a persistent sense of fullness or tightness in your abdomen. This can come from poor bile flow, a direct consequence of liver stagnation. Bile is essential for breaking down fats, and when it's not flowing properly, digestion slows and gas builds up. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's your body asking you to pay attention. Your skin might also try to tell you something. Dullness, acne-like bumps, unexplained itchiness, or even a faint yellowing in the eyes can be signs that your liver isn't filtering toxins as efficiently as it should. Some people notice an increased sensitivity to smells or chemicals. Cleaning products, perfumes, or even food aromas become overwhelming. That's not just in your head. It's your liver saying, "I'm at capacity." But perhaps the most surprising sign of liver stress is emotional. Irritability, low motivation, or mood swings can result from a buildup of metabolic waste. When your liver can't clear these byproducts effectively, your brain chemistry can be impacted. In traditional wellness practices, the liver is often associated with emotional balance for good reason. These early warnings might not seem like much on their own, but together they paint a picture of an organ asking for support. The good news? Your body is incredibly resilient. And once you recognize the signs, you can respond with intention. Supporting your liver doesn't have to mean major changes overnight, but it does require action. One of the simplest and most effective things you can do is introduce a small, daily habit that signals your liver, "I'm here to help." We're about to uncover the first of 3 habits that can shift your liver from overload to renewal. It's something simple, something you can do at home, and it can set the tone for your entire day. But it has to be done right, and there are a few key details that many people overlook. And here's what's crucial. If you ignore this step or do it the wrong way, not only will you miss out on the benefits, but you could also throw your body off balance. It's one of the most important habits in this journey, and it sets the foundation for everything that comes next. It might surprise you to learn that one of the most powerful habits for supporting your liver begins with something as simple as what you drink first thing in the morning. Most people wake up and head straight to a cup of coffee or maybe a store-bought juice, believing it gives them the energy or nutrients they need to start the day. But what you consume when your body is just waking up sets the tone for your entire digestive and detoxification system. And your liver is at the center of it all. Your liver works overnight, breaking down toxins, hormones, and metabolic waste. By the time you wake up, it has completed a full shift of internal cleansing. But just like any cleaning crew, it needs help taking out the trash. That's where hydration comes in. Drinking a specific type of water in the morning can act like a gentle rinse, helping to flush out the waste your liver worked so hard to isolate during the night. Let me be clear. This isn't about drinking gallons of water or doing a complicated cleanse. It's about being intentional. One of the best ways to support your liver is by starting your day with a glass of warm water and fresh lemon juice. It might sound too simple to be effective, but there's real science behind it. Lemon contains natural citric acid, which has been shown to stimulate bile production, an essential function of the liver that helps break down fats and carry waste products out of the body. Warm water, as opposed to cold, helps to relax the digestive tract and promote gentle movement through the intestines. When combined, they act like a gentle internal shower, waking up your digestive system and signaling your liver that it's time to release what it processed overnight. But this habit only works when done correctly. First, use fresh lemon juice, not bottled, not sweetened, and never artificial. The nutrients and enzymes in freshly squeezed lemon juice are alive, and they're part of what makes this practice so effective. Second, drink it on an empty stomach. This gives your body the chance to absorb and respond to the lemon water without interference from other foods or drinks. And third, avoid adding sugar or honey. Although natural sweeteners may seem harmless, they can disrupt the balance you're trying to create and place unnecessary strain on your liver first thing in the morning. It's also important to understand that this isn't a one-time magic trick. It's a practice, something you do consistently, not perfectly. The benefit of this habit grows over time. You may start to notice subtle shifts in your energy, digestion, and even skin clarity. That's your body responding to the support it's been quietly craving. Now, some people might wonder why not just drink plain water. The answer is, you absolutely can. Water alone is beneficial and better than nothing. But the added lemon juice takes things a step further by offering vitamins, enzymes, and compounds that assist the liver more directly. Vitamin C, for example, plays a role in neutralizing free radicals that can harm liver cells. Still, a word of caution. If you have ulcers, acid reflux, or other digestive sensitivities, lemon water may not be suitable in high concentrations. In these cases, starting with just a few drops of lemon and gradually increasing as tolerated is a wise approach. Remember, natural health is personal health. Listen to your body and adapt. Supporting your liver is not about extremes, it's about small, consistent actions that give your body the tools it needs to thrive. And starting your day with warm lemon water is one of the simplest, most powerful actions you can take. It costs almost nothing. It requires no equipment. Yet it can change the way your body wakes up and processes the day ahead. When done daily, this practice becomes more than a health hack. It becomes a ritual, a reminder that your health is in your hands, quite literally, every morning. And with every sip, you tell your liver, I've got your back. And this is only the beginning. Because the next habit we're going to explore is not only deeply misunderstood, but often completely overlooked. Ignoring it won't just slow down your progress. It may even interfere with your digestive system and lead to consequences that are hard to reverse once they start. Stay with me, because what comes next could change the way you look at food forever. If you truly want to support your liver, it's time to change the way you look at taste. In a world where sweetness dominates and salty or savory flavors are everywhere, one taste has quietly disappeared from most modern diets: bitterness. But the bitter flavor isn't just an afterthought, it's a signal. In fact, it's nature's way of activating some of the most important digestive and detoxification processes in your body. Historically, bitter foods were a regular part of the human diet. People consumed wild greens, roots, herbs, and vegetables that naturally triggered digestion and helped the body break down food efficiently. But today, bitter foods have largely vanished from the average American plate, replaced by ultra-processed, hyper-palatable options designed to entertain the tongue, not nourish the body. Your liver, however, still remembers. It responds to bitter compounds with increased bile production, better enzyme activity, and improved detoxification. This is a crucial function because bile isn't just for digesting fats. It's also one of the body's primary ways of eliminating waste. When your bile is flowing properly, toxins move out of the liver and into the digestive tract, ready to be expelled. When bile is stagnant, those same toxins can be reabsorbed, placing an even greater burden on your liver. So how do you bring bitters back into your life? The answer is surprisingly simple. Certain natural foods are rich in bitter compounds, and when eaten consistently, they help retrain your digestive system to operate more efficiently. Leafy greens like arugula, dandelion greens, mustard greens, and watercress are fantastic sources. Artichoke, radicchio, and even grapefruit are also excellent choices. And let's not forget about herbs like gentian root, milk thistle, and boldo, which have been used in traditional medicine for generations to support liver health. But it's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat it. To maximize the benefits of bitter foods, eat them at the beginning of your meal. This primes your digestive system, encouraging bile flow before the heavier foods arrive. Even a small salad with bitter greens can make a noticeable difference. And don't worry, you don't need to make your entire meal bitter. Just a few bites can be enough to send the right signal. The beauty of this habit is that it doesn't require restriction. It's about addition, adding the right kinds of foods in the right moments. What's even more fascinating is that your taste buds can adapt. If you're not used to bitter flavors, they may seem intense at first, but with time and consistency, your palate becomes more sensitive and balanced. Many people report that once they incorporate bitter foods, their cravings for sugar decrease naturally. That's not a coincidence. It's your body rediscovering its natural rhythm. There are, of course, precautions to consider. If you have gallbladder issues or are prone to gallstones, increasing bile flow too quickly with strong bitters may cause discomfort. In those cases, it's important to start slowly and consult with a qualified health professional if needed. Again, natural does not mean risk-free. Listen to your body. This habit is especially important in today's environment, where the average diet is skewed towards sweet and salty extremes. Reintroducing bitters helps to balance not just your liver, but your entire digestive process. It encourages mindfulness, variety, and a return to the foods that kept humans healthy long before processed options took over. Your liver thrives when it has what it needs to do its job. Bitter foods aren't a trendy detox. They're an essential tool, a lost piece of our nutritional puzzle. And the best part? They're accessible. Whether from a local market, your backyard, or a supplement form if needed, you can reawaken this ancient connection today. When you begin to make room for bitter foods, you aren't just improving digestion. You're laying the foundation for more efficient toxin removal, hormone balance, and metabolic clarity. You're giving your liver the respect it deserves, and in return, it will support every other system in your body. But be aware, the habit we're about to explore next might seem unrelated at first glance, yet it has a direct and powerful effect on liver health. Neglecting it could make all your other efforts far less effective, and in some cases could lead to hidden stress that works silently against your goals. Let's uncover it together. You might be doing everything right when it comes to your diet, drinking your lemon water, eating your bitter greens, avoiding processed foods. But there's another piece of the liver health puzzle that often gets overlooked, and it has nothing to do with what you eat. It has to do with how you move, or more importantly, whether you move enough at all. In our modern lives, movement has become optional. We wake up and sit for breakfast, sit during the commute, sit at work, sit for lunch, then come home to sit some more. It's no surprise that most people spend over 10 hours a day in a sedentary state. And while this might not sound alarming at first, here's the part most people don't realize. Your liver depends on movement, not for burning calories, but for circulation. Your liver filters your entire blood supply every few minutes. It relies on a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood coming from your heart, as well as nutrient-rich blood coming from your digestive system. But when you're still for too long, that flow becomes sluggish. Think of it like a river. When the current slows, debris builds up. When the current is strong, it clears the path. Movement keeps your internal rivers flowing. Even gentle movement, like walking, stretching, or light yoga, can dramatically improve circulation to your liver. It stimulates the lymphatic system, which works closely with the liver to remove cellular waste. It encourages peristalsis, the natural muscular movement in your intestines that helps push out waste. And perhaps most importantly, it reduces internal congestion, allowing your organs to function without pressure or stagnation. You don't need to become a marathon runner to support your liver. In fact, intense high-stress workouts can sometimes increase inflammation if your body isn't ready for them. What your liver needs is consistency, a brisk walk for 20 to 30 minutes a day, gentle twists that massage your abdominal area and support liver drainage. Even standing more during the day can make a difference. Movement also has another powerful effect. It lowers stress. And chronic stress is one of the hidden enemies of liver function. When you're under constant mental or emotional pressure, your body produces more cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones in excess create byproducts that the liver must clean up. So the more stressed you are, the harder your liver has to work. That's why physical activity is more than just exercise. It's medicine. It moves toxins. It boosts mood. It supports hormonal balance. and it reclaims the natural rhythms your body was designed to follow. For example, certain types of movement, like rebounding, gentle bouncing on a mini trampoline, are particularly effective for lymphatic flow. Tai Chi and Qigong combine movement with breath, which not only supports liver health but enhances emotional balance as well. These aren't just practices for relaxation. They're tools to restore harmony inside your body. Even if you work a desk job or have limited mobility, you can still move in ways that support your liver. Set a timer to stand up and stretch every hour. Walk during phone calls. Do a few squats or side bends in the kitchen while waiting for your coffee. The key is not intensity, it's frequency. Little moments of movement add up over time, and your liver feels the benefit. Here's something else to consider. Movement stimulates digestion. When your muscles contract, your organs shift slightly, helping food and waste move more efficiently. This reduces bloating, gas, and the kind of stagnation that can lead to discomfort or imbalance. When your digestive system flows smoothly, your liver isn't overburdened. It's all connected. And let's not forget the emotional side of movement. Physical activity, even in small doses, releases endorphins. It clears mental fog. It builds resilience. And it gives you the sense that you are not just surviving, you are actively participating in your well-being. That message alone is powerful. So if you've been focusing on your diet and hydration, that's an excellent foundation. But without movement, those efforts won't reach their full potential. Your liver is not just a filter, it's a processor, a detoxifier, a metabolic engine. And like any engine, it performs best when the whole machine is in motion. But the final step in this journey may be the most important of all, because even if you hydrate, eat well, and move daily, there's one element that can multiply your results, or diminish them if done incorrectly. It's a widely used natural ingredient, but most people don't know how to unlock its full potential. And misusing it might limit the very healing benefits you're looking for. Let me show you the right way to use it, because getting this right could change everything. After implementing small changes like starting your day with warm lemon water, adding bitter greens to your meals, and moving with more intention, you've already begun to shift your liver into a state of support and renewal. But there's one more piece that can elevate everything you've done so far. It's a natural ingredient that has gained popularity around the world for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and yet most people still don't use it in a way that actually benefits their liver. That ingredient is turmeric. You've probably heard of turmeric before, maybe in the context of golden milk, wellness shots, or colorful recipes. But turmeric's real value goes far beyond its bold color and earthy flavor. At the heart of turmeric is a compound called curcumin, and it's this molecule that gives turmeric its powerful healing potential. Studies have shown that curcumin helps reduce inflammation in liver tissue, supports regeneration of damaged cells, and even enhances the body's ability to neutralize toxins before they accumulate. However, there's a critical detail that many people miss. Curcumin is notoriously difficult for the body to absorb on its own. In fact, without the right preparation, as little as 3% of what you consume is actually utilized by your body. That means you could be sprinkling turmeric on everything and still not getting the benefits you expect. So how do you unlock turmeric's full potential? The answer lies in combining it with two simple ingredients: black pepper and healthy fat. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which has been shown to increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. When you add a source of fat, like olive oil, coconut oil, or ghee, you help curcumin pass through the intestinal wall more effectively, increasing its availability to the liver and other tissues. The best part is that you don't need a fancy supplement to make this work. You can create a simple liver-loving blend at home using common kitchen staples. For example, you can mix a teaspoon of turmeric powder with a pinch of black pepper and a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Stir it into warm plant-based milk or even add it to a savory soup or stew. The key is consistency and the proper combination. Turmeric also works beautifully as a nighttime tonic. Warm golden milk with turmeric, black pepper, and a bit of fat can soothe the digestive tract, relax the nervous system, and prime the liver for overnight repair. Drinking it 1 hour before bed, especially after a day of good movement and clean eating, can signal your body that it's safe to restore and heal. It's important to use turmeric mindfully. Because it has blood-thinning properties, those on specific medications or with medical conditions should consult a healthcare professional before using it daily. And like any natural remedy, more is not always better. A little turmeric used the right way is far more effective than large amounts taken haphazardly. Adding turmeric to your life is more than just using a spice. It's about activating a therapeutic ingredient that works with your liver to reduce stress, inflammation, and long-term damage. It supports bile flow, combats oxidative stress, and gives your liver the boost it needs to function at its best. But only when used in a way your body can absorb. Think about everything you've done so far. You've cleaned up how your day begins. You've revived a forgotten taste that speaks directly to your liver. You've brought movement back into your daily rhythm. And now, with turmeric used the right way, you have a powerful ally working with you from the inside out. When you combine these habits with consistency and care, the results compound. Energy returns. Clarity improves. Your body begins to function in harmony. You may even find that your cravings shift, your sleep deepens, and your overall resilience grows. Because liver health isn't just about detox, it's about reclaiming your vitality. It's about giving your body the tools to protect you, heal you, and carry you forward with strength and clarity. So take these steps, use them daily, share them with someone who needs them. And most importantly, remember that health isn't built in a single day. It's shaped by the choices we make, one habit at a time. If this journey inspired you, if even one idea here opened your eyes or shifted your perspective, then pass it on. Like, comment, or subscribe to stay connected. Because when we learn together, we grow stronger together. And your health deserves that kind of care.